Monday morning, 6 AM. It's wet, but it's not yet cold, so that's okay. Today it's going to be 15 minutes of upper body EDT, followed by overs and unders, aiming to get the 12 sets done, averaging 275 watts for half an hour, and 360 watts every 2 minutes for 30 seconds. I like to warm up to get to a weight that's slightly heavier than the one that I'm going to work with, so here's a single at 70. That one just went up so nice, I thought I'd go for one at 72.5. And as ever with me, the difference between failure and a nice rep is relatively narrow. Again, it's a bit like the power band on the bike that I'm using. This morning I'm weighing in at 65 kilograms and I'm looking to pair pause bench press and pull up. And it's going to be EDT again, maximising the number of mini sets of 2 reps of each of those movements that I can complete within 15 minutes. And as ever, they are opposing muscle groups being worked, i.e. chest versus back. 15 minutes starting now. And so on. Now the nervous system will warm up more and more as I get into this, and I can rep speed should hopefully improve on the second rep of that. EDT is efficiency personified. So that's in and out of the gym really in about 20 to 22 minutes, including the warm up. And that gives me enough time to get in what hopefully will be a quality over and under session, but let's see. Now you can tell from the cadence here, but I pulled the plug on that session. I was going okay, but I realised that the fatigue was just too much from yesterday for me to have a chance of getting past the 10 repetitions of 2 minutes at 275 and 30 seconds at 360. I think the 40-20s, because you get the recovery, is a little bit easier than the over-unders. So I'll try and slot in the over and unders when I'm feeling a bit fresher after a rest day or two. 11 seconds away from starting the third segment of 5 sprints at 40 seconds at 390 watts. The second segment was extraordinarily challenging. Here we go. Lag 3 RG. Ready? Now. Here we go. 3 seconds. Happy with that. I'm really irritated. But I'm very happy with that. 15 sprints of 40 seconds at 390 is a big personal best. You can see it was very challenging. About 6 watts a kilogram. Travelling in London in the rain. Entrance to London Bridge Tube. there goes my travel plan for the day. Now to try and find a bus. Well, this evening I'm off to Frankfurt and I'm going to see a really interesting company tomorrow, a really exciting company that basically converts natural waste product into biochar and energy in a very environmentally efficient way, i.e. it takes carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere and also creates heat and energy. So I'm quite excited about that. But in all the irritation of failing to hit the record on my 40/20s, I also realised I haven't hit record on some of the other training I've done, so I was a little bit irritated when I left the house this morning. I forgot my passport, so I've had to go back to the flat, get the passport, and I'm now, of course, trying to make up time in a city that seems to have ground to a halt on the back of a little bit of rain. Wonderful. Have to resort to actually walking. Check it out, using my newfound 40/20 power to surge through the pedestrians. Overs and unders now. Stop. You gotta laugh, haven't you? No one's going anywhere. Gridlock on a bit of rain. Don't know why. It's a horrid old Monday morning, but I'm feeling quite chirpy, notwithstanding the loss of all my data. Seriously, and still it goes on. Bus after bus after bus. This is genius. I can basically walk right down the road if I want, as I am a protest. Let's see what a protest is. Okay, I'm sorry, London. Not the rain grinding us to a halt. A protest. Definitely a very good cause. Well done. Nice one. Makes me even more excited actually about the company I'm going to see. Didn't realise this was on. I certainly haven't contrived this. I'm too lazy to walk. Fair play to them. Now, of course, it isn't lost on me that I do fly quite a lot for work and also for pleasure. But I'd also add that there are two sides to the story in terms of business and the environment, because business and finance and banking, which of course I'm part of, are also funding a lot of research and design and innovation in terms of production of green energy, reducing the amount of materials required to produce different products. Electric vehicles, although for me the jury's out as to whether electric vehicles are actually more environmentally friendly, TBA. Nonetheless, there are two sides to this coin, but overall, full respect to everybody out there protesting, because it's a very valid point they're making and something we should all be very concerned about. Dead on 9 AM, just making it in time for the first meeting. Haven't had time for anything other than my post-workout protein shake. So that was quite a nice little warm down, I guess. There we go. It's the 14th of October and it is a relatively sad day for me, because it's my last trip to Europe for the Brexit. So it's the last time I'm going to be able to enter Europe as a citizen of Europe, frictionless. And there we are, into Europe as a citizen in 20 seconds. You tell me what the benefits of Brexit are. Nice looking bike. same jacket, tie and trousers, but very much fresh shirt and underwear. Bingo, my favourite breakfast buffet. Now for some oats, a bit of vitamin C and some yogurt. Now I'm on the go all day today, so I'm not sure what I'm going to eat next. So here's the main course. Plenty of protein, can still repairing muscle damage from yesterday, and I'm going to have some really nice carbs very shortly. I wasn't intending to have this, but I couldn't resist. The German bread here is amazing. It's super high in fibre, but really moist and tasty. Cafe Society still strong in Frankfurt, mid-October. Hashtag jealous. I still prefer London though. Nice view of the high rises here. Compare and contrast. Right now, I'm right in the centre of Frankfurt's financial district versus yesterday. So right now I'm on my way to work to meet a very cool colleague of mine, and we're going to drive off about an hour and a half away from Frankfurt to a little town to see this amazing, environmentally friendly, actually environmentally accretive company. Old school. My dad used to have one of those. Love the old Porsches. In charge of the Bundesliga and all the other leagues in Germany. Look at my new mate here. My man. Once again, I'm very proud to present Priority Boarding Phil Lover style. My racecraft needs improvement, but so does my boarding craft. Here I am at the very back of the bunch, about to commence the ascent with the road narrowing down. Genius. And this was also meant to be some kind of sentimental farewell to Europe, for me as a citizen of Europe, as it were. But it seems that our esteemed political leaders are contriving to muck things up again, and are now being told that whether we have a hard or a soft or any other kind of Brexit, we actually now can't exit until the 1st of January. Let's see what the morning brings us in the circus of British politics. It's 10 PM, it's certainly been a long old day, but a really good day. Very much enjoyed, and was privileged to go out and see this super innovative company just to the west of Frankfurt. Looking forward now to getting back to a bit of training, and we'll report back in tomorrow. 40-20s. I'm about to commence the third set of 5 40-second sprints with a sprint at 395 watts. The first 2 sets have been extraordinarily emotional. This is 5 extra watts when compared to Monday, where the in-game record failed. I won't be talking much. Heart rate monitor's not working.
Oh dear. Oh. Oh man, that was horrid. That's a gear here. Just warming down now. That was insanely difficult. And on the second set of 5 and the third set of 5, come the third repetition at 46. You know, when I was just in a sort of 20-second recovery phase, it was a real mind over matter struggle. Every bone in my body was telling me to pull the plug. So I'm very happy to have completed the 15 sets of 40 seconds at 395, circa 6 watts a kilogram. And that's good progression over the last month or so. I've added about 25 watts to the 40-second sprints and 15 watts to the 20-second recoveries. Now time for work.